got into whiskey in the first place. So I don't even know what you're tripping about.
Yo.
Yeah, that's true. That's what he has hands.
Salud.
Yeah, I mean, don't hear that.
No, can you please? This isn't even
Cut that
a
out,
twist.
cut that out.
It's a pop. It's not.
I don't know what you're
That's a
yelling.
pop. When we do it?
Well, I'm not trying to.
Nah. Just in case. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. There it is.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, you know, flex that muscle. She shot her guns today.
Right.
Let's go.
Oh, yes,
Another episode, DB Group. We got a 3P today. This is number 2. And so like Michelle was saying, man, it's very relaxed. We just do like a little intro. We spin this bad boy 3 times. You could choose the answer or not. If you don't answer, you take a penalty shot. If you do answer, we drink with you. And then
Either
after,
way you're drinking.
Yeah, no matter what, we're getting wasted, bro.
Okay.
And then we just want to know what's going on. What do you got coming up? So that's pretty much it, man.
Cool.
So please introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is DeJuan McAllister, and aka Golden Man, which is what everybody calls me this day and age.
Yeah.
I'm a financial consultant, and I've been a seasoned financial consultant for 7 years now, going on 8.
Okay.
I was in the insurance industry for quite some time, and I noticed that like the way I am with marketing is suited better for finance.
Okay.
Versus insurance policies.
All right.
So I just been changing lives ever since, man.
And you said Golden Man.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get that?
Man. So I woke up one night, literally like in the middle of the night, like there was a client that texted me like 12 in the morning, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, man, he's like, man, I haven't seen any changes. What can you do? You guys call yourselves Golden Life Consulting. Come on, Golden Man. Show me what you made.
So you're talking trash.
Yeah, you're talking trash. I was like,
hilarious.
oh, okay. So, I looked into his profile, in which we use a CRM called Dispute Fox.
Okay.
And he didn't get an update, but we got an update, but he was like impatient. Yeah. And he was supposed to get an update like a week later, but I pulled it early. Yeah. And his credit was at a 619, and I pulled it early and it's at 730.
Boom.
He was like, oh, thank you,
Golden man.
Yeah. And then I just held on to it.
That's cool.
Like,
that's a good origin.
That's so like I love those organic kind of things that you're just like, it's like a light bulb, and then forevermore you just Golden Man. That's awesome.
I love
Did
that.
you thank him, by the way?
I did. I absolutely did. I actually called him. I was going to text him. I'm like, no, let me call him real quick. I gave him a call. I'm like, man, you helped me get my nickname, man.
That's so cool.
And I just ran with it. Like, this was like last year. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just use it. Like, a lot of people love like that gold, sensation. And I was like, let me just go ahead and run with it. Yeah. And then I mixed like, my wife was like, oh, like you need to do like, you should do modeling. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, man, like I'm a rugged kind of guy, but then she's like, yeah, inside you feel rugged, but everybody else looks like a model. Yeah. The exterior part. And I'm like, man, you know what? Instead of me fighting, let me try it. I was fighting for like 6 years. Like, nah, let me just go for it. Yeah. Ever since I went for it, this was January. It was like a New Year's resolution thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. January of this year, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I started modeling, and I mixed it with financial consulting. Yeah. Boom. Now everybody's cool, like, oh, Golden Man, yo, I see you do that. You look nice, but can you fix my credit? Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
That's hilarious. I love the organic stuff, like Michelle said, man. That's actually how we think differently. Yeah. So my ex, like, I would always like, man, we figured out another, situation where another lender couldn't fix it. Yeah. You get someone like Michelle, she's always getting creative to find a solution. Mm-hmm. And I would just always talk about like, man, like these other LOs are just dropping the ball. Yeah. I was like, you got to think different. You got to be creative.
Have to.
And then she was talking shit. So she's like, oh, we think differently. I was like, done. That's the tag. Right? That's the tag. Yeah.
So what you're saying is somebody needs to talk shit to me for me to get
Please talk some shit so we get a new nickname for Michelle. What are we waiting on?
I'm ready.
I'm down, man. We'll probably get some more titles.
And then I got to ask you this. So you were embarrassing me off camera because you started talking Spanish, bro. So what's your background?
My background, my father is Spaniard and Panamanian. And my mother is Cambodian Cherokee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's like, my grandfather taught me, I'm an 80s baby. A lot of people think I'm a 90s. I'm not 90s. I'm 80s.
Yeah.
And my grandfather, my abuelo was like, we mixed.
You see how you just threw that shit in there? My abuelo.
Quick little, but my grandfather was like, nah, like I gotta teach you Spanish. I'm not, I'm his first grandson, so he's like, nah, I gotta, nip it in the bud with you because, they're gonna think you're this, and he just wanted to make sure his legacy was, lives on. Yeah,
that's very cool, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you're a financial consultant first. All right, so you're helping people with their finances and fixing credit primarily is what's going on?
Primarily, yeah. That's the foundation because everything is credit. All right. Everything. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we start there. Yep. And then from there, like, let's say, because we have like other services as well in our company. Like, for example, if they want to get funded for personal funding or business funding. Okay. We structure them to get there as well. With them already having a 680 credit score higher, they can go ahead and get right. It's super smooth. Yeah. They're already working or got their LLC. Yeah. We can easily get them $50,000 within 24 hours.
So you're helping with LLCs and stuff too?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
100%.
So let's just put you on the spot, man. If you just pull up your credit score, so how do you get a perfect credit score, man? How do you get that 850?
Oh, perfect credit score. So basically we pretty much clean up all the inquiries, right? Yep. If they have any like public records, things of that nature, we clean that up too. Yep. And then once that's done, their credit has room for improvement, right? Mm-hmm. So they have that positive history on there, right? So with them having positive history on there, there's room for improvement. For example, get a positive trade line, right? Okay. Or get secure credit cards, right? You get like 2 or 3 of those secure credit cards that'll bump them up to like 750, right? Let's say, and we do trade lines as well. So let's say they get like 2 trade lines, which brings that good credit positive history. Yep. And
so you'll get it added.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is there a cost to that?
There is. Okay. Yeah. And that's only primarily because of the banks help out with the clients that get trade lines. Gotcha. So there's like people that sell their history to the banks to allow other clients to get good history.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, it works. It's beautiful.
So we're out here slinging history then.
Man.
So there are secure credit cards that people with bad credit could get, right? There's ways and avenues. There's non-traditional trade lines to get added, right? Yeah. So what's your best move that you would say for like someone that worked their way down to like a 500 credit score?
Oh, yeah. Best move, I would definitely say when they come in with us, best move is to allow us to, 9 times out of 10, they have inaccuracies on their credit, right? They have errors from misspelled names, old addresses, those things, those add up, those points add up a lot. Late payments, things of that nature. So we go ahead and we attack that first. Yeah. Right. Get the little stuff out the way,
So if we can break that down, dumb it down. So I think there's a big misconception, right? In our world, we know credit reports is just a big composite of rumors.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yes.
So you got to just edit those rumors for accuracy.
Yes. And then the biggest thing that I've noticed, and tell me I'm wrong, is that when we're reviewing a credit report with our clients, they're like, "But my Credit Karma says my credit wise explain the difference between what they Credit see Karma. And when we pull it."
Yeah.
So like Credit Advantage, right, is typically what the public sees.
It's Advantage score. So like Credit Karma is always off by like a few points, always, whether from 20 to 10 points or whatnot. And we don't use Credit Karma. We use something called Smart Credit. Okay. And Smart Credit is the same accuracies as what you guys pull, right? Mm-hmm. So what Smart Credit sees is what you guys would see in your systems.
That's more valid.
Way more valid, yeah. Credit Karma is kind of like, it's a good guidance. I'm not speaking down on Credit Karma whatsoever, right? But it doesn't give you an accurate credit score. Yeah. And that could be a huge issue if like somebody's trying to buy a home with you guys and they say, "Oh, my credit score is 680. I checked on Credit Karma and like what you mean I can't get this? What you mean wait, whoa, like calm down we're not saying that your credit is your Credit Karma is not the same as what it's saying in our systems. So they can get denied off that. you know, and that's not a good thing. And I look at it as if they're going to go for a home, don't use Credit Karma. Don't go off of Credit Karma, you know.
Yeah. No, for sure. So like when we're explaining the difference between the two, 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like, it almost is like they don't believe us. But I actually had a client one time like actually go forth and do the research, and he was like, yeah, I actually did my own research and like exactly what you said. And I was like, oh man, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But just having the knowledge, and but I find that when they do feel that moment of like, what do you mean my credit score is here when I'm seeing this? It's just all about that education and using like the terminology so that they can go and research themselves a little bit more if they're that, you know, that type of A person, you know. But that's probably the biggest challenge that we get on our end with that. But it's super cool, like seeing the inside, like getting deep into it.
Oh yeah. So I had a step, I almost died. A little choking hazard here. You were saying you hate Credit Karma. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what, guys? It is a good indicator, right?
It's annoying, but it is a good indicator. Yeah,
it's a good indicator. It's just not the same.
No.
All right, we're gonna.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready.
We're ready.
Let's go.
I thought that was your signal, by the way.
That I almost died. Spin the wheel.
Yeah. I was like, damn. Okay, we're getting boring. Let's spin the wheel.
You know what? I'll put everybody on blast. JT didn't even fucking flinch. Like,
we kept talking.
This dude didn't don't even give a shit. They just turned to each other like, anyway.
So you know, Credit Karma is you know,
oh my god.
I'm
glad
you kept it going, man.
Well, I'm alive,
right.
so we're gonna go and spin this bad boy.
Since you're our guest of honor, you can go ahead and spin the wheel.
Hey, yes, I will do that.
But yeah.
And Michelle is
Try
going to stick with whiskey. We're going to do tequila.
There you go. There we are. A little bit of a
nice
spin
touch.
there, you know.
Oh, that's definitely an orange.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Pick a song to describe your life.
Oh, literally, that's the newest edition.
Oh, wow. Okay, a song that describes my life. Huh?
Yeah, what comes to your head? And you got to karaoke it.
Professional or personal?
Can we do both?
Sure,
okay, I'll do both. Personal, I'll start there because I'm a very personal guy.
Yep.
I would say my Sacrifices by Creed.
Okay, go ahead and sing that acapella.
I was like, hello.
I was actually just joking. This one's
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I don't know that song. We'll find it.
You know it.
This is Creed? Okay.
When you listen to it, you're like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
All right. That's your personal. What's
I'm
your,
a rock guy, man. Business-wise, I would say like, oh man, there's this one song by, what's his name? I think his name is like Sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an R&B guy, but he's got a song about money.
Of course.
And I forgot how the song goes, but like it's basically saying like, you know, don't mess with me while I'm in my bag, let me focus, right? Let me be until I get focused, and then everybody's happy. But I forgot the name of the song.
We gotta look it up real quick.
Because sometimes you have to get obsessed.
You have to, dog.
To accomplish what you need to accomplish.
Absolutely.
Right?
JC, we gotta look for that song, and we're gonna add it so that we
Is that the right artist though, Sir?
Sir, yeah. His name is Sir, SIR. And
he'll find it.
Yeah. I just forgot how it sounds, but
we're gonna save the best for last. So literally, the moments before you got here, we just added that, and she's like, "Is that like a question people can answer?" I was like, "I got one." She's like, "I got one."
Question, yeah.
So the first thing that came to my mind is actually from my buddy Vishal. Shout out. He always plays "I Get Money" by 50 Cent. Because I'm always dialed in, man, for growth and business.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Personal, I have no clue. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just thinking business immediately.
Yeah,
well, what's your background?
My background is all business, bro. I've been in this world since 2005, and that's when I was 18. So I've been in this game for a minute.
Oh, yeah. So you graduated a year earlier than me.
I'm 04, class 04 from high school.
Okay, I'm class 06.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That is cool,
so this
man.
is it, man. I love this.
I went to Glenbar North.
I'm north.
Mm-hmm.
I'm north.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, 04 north. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know Jarvis.
I know Jarvis. Yeah, man. I hooped with him.
Me too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna debunk some shit. I was number 2 in the class of 04 behind Jarvis. No one else could fuck with me. I'm calling that out right now.
Oh, snap.
So that I think you were a junior when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
He's
That's
about to
wild.
go back to his yearbook
We're
today.
gonna find out.
I don't even know what that yearbook is, man.
Yeah, I should have been on the
wow.
varsity squad. Look up the class of the basketball squad. I will tear them up.
Yo,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah.
So like, and then my cousin, his name is Sam DeJesus.
Oh, I think I know him.
You know, he used to play baseball.
Yeah.
He did basketball.
He was a year behind me, I think.
Yeah,
I think I know him.
sophomore. Yeah.
Small
What
world.
the fuck's going on right now?
Crazy. Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
Reunion.
That's my blood right there.
What's your son?
Yeah, I went to Glenbarno too, y'all. No, just kidding.
You were Bartlett, right? What were you?
No, I was supposed to
that's
be
Maribel.
Bartlett.
Okay.
Maribel went to
Yeah.
Bartlett. I was York girl. Anyway,
Yeah. I know somebody you know.
I know you. You know a lot of people I know, apparently, but
I know his name is Brian. Brian Akins.
oh, you know Brian?
I know
Flying
Brian.
Brian?
Flying Brian.
Yo, shout
He's
out
my
Flying
coach.
Brian.
Shout out
He's
Brian.
your
Got that
coach?
He's my
Get out, man.
Yeah.
That's
He's
wild.
he's amazing, man. He's an amazing
Oh, yeah.
UFC fighter, man.
Oh, yeah,
and
he is.
great guy. Great guy.
You
man.
said UFC?
Yeah, he does UFC. Yeah,
He's
he
in the
started-
UFC.
He's in
He's
the
in
UFC.
the UFC, yeah.
How do I not know him? Flying Brian?
It's
Flying
his-
Brian?
It's his
All right, we'll
like,
look him up.
cage name, I guess.
dope.
Is that what you call him?
Yeah,
Your cage name?
yeah.
I worked with him back in the day.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
all-
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
My song, literally, I think I probably must have been singing it while walking in the office. So that's probably why. But I don't know who the artist is because I talk like that.
Yeah.
I think that's really
I don't know.
But that's so accurate for her, man. She's always grinding.
Yes.
She's always
Yeah,
grinding.
Michelle's
Yeah, man,
she's
like-
something.
Even like if I'm not work, my dad was like getting at me because he's like, "Do you ever stop?" Because I'm like remodeling my kitchen, right?
You can't stop.
And I'm like, I can't help it. Like,
Yeah, you gotta do something.
I gotta do something, right?
Yeah,
like this is my
yeah.
mental checkout.
Sunday's like my day where I could like do nothing.
You're right, just
Besides that,
which
though,
is not a bad thing at all. It's mental clarity.
I need 4 hours.
Yeah.
4
I
hours
don't want to talk to nobody
Yeah.
for 4 hours on
Oh,
Sunday.
okay.
Yep.
on Sunday.
Just Sunday.
Just Sunday.
Besides that, you have to do something, right? Like if you're
Yeah.
not planning on like our Tampa growth or our pillars that we're trying to talk behind the scenes, like you always gotta do something.
Is there a time frame? Because now I'm connecting the dots.
Sunday is typically like late afternoon where I like to just chill.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I
There
didn't
you
know
go.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sundays
I've
are
had that
cool.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, Sundays
Sundays,
are like Sundays, like family days, you already know, Saturdays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Sundays too, but like Sundays like more of like, okay, I got everything done. I got all my goals checked
Yeah.
out for the week.
And then
Yeah.
prepping.
And then
That's
prepping.
one thing I want to do. I want to
Yeah.
be able to prep.
So like meal prep.
Yeah, that too. Thank you for
But
representing.
lifestyle
I'm
prep.
saying like prep for like my week.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like I wish I could be so freaking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to be. I want to get back to that. So Sunday nights, because I would have my 4 hours to just chill, and then you plan your week ahead.
Yeah.
You do your thank you cards, map out your week.
Yeah.
So
Man, I'm up and down with that. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I'll like, I'll plan it out, and sometimes I'll like, man, whatever, and let the day flow. Let the week flow.
Yep.
And I noticed that the flows are like that's when the blessings kick in, man.
Yeah.
I just let God take the wheel. Like, hey,
Yeah.
God, I'm here. I'm here to align and
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
But the rest, let's go. Because you never know. You make plans. Like Mike Tyson say, those plans get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, plans
And
out
it's
the
like,
window.
come on,
You always got a plan till you get
Got
punched in the
your ear.
face.
Gotcha.
When are we taking this though?
We're taking it now.
Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's go.
It's
Shot.
just sitting there.
And it's
Salud.
tradition. JT takes the first one with us.
Hey, JT.
Yep.
Salud, JT.
Salud.
Salud.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff.
I gave myself a heavy pour. Fuck.
You did? Oh,
sure did.
no.
Yeah,
You
we
gotta
said
turn
that.
red.
All right. Let's do another one.
Let's go. Who's
Go for
next? I love this game, by the way. It's the Wheel of Fortune.
so fun.
we mix up the questions
All right.
the best we can.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Best advice you would give a new realtor. This
Which-
is a good one for you.
Well, it's all about you, sir. So
There you go.
do we want to spin again?
I don't know. Do you have any advice for a realtor? You want to spend again?
Yeah, I got some advice.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I would
While
say,
you do that, I'll pour it up.
right? What am I?
Actually, 2 more.
I would say be aware of the environment, not just the check, right? I'm not saying that the check is bad, right? Everybody gotta eat, but be aware of the environment and be aware of, like, if the client could have a 550, which can still be approved through FHA, right? Mm-hmm. You know, so
I'm so shocked you know that. Congratulations.
Oh, I did real estate in 07 to like 2012.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm old school. Yeah, okay. Like I look young, but I'm not. But yeah, like even though the 550, but then those interest rates always comes back.
Yeah.
And so the end game of that client in that home, even though he has his dream or her dream home, it's, you know, something breaks. You know, that's money invested plus those high interest rates. So let's say, you know, the client is paying, I don't know, like $2,000 for like a 3-bedroom or something like that. When realistically, they could have came to the golden man.
Let's go.
And got their credit to a 680, and then they're only paying like $1,000.
Yeah.
You know, for that 3-bedroom, and then they got all that money pocketed, and they can go ahead and fix whatever they need to fix within that home. But sometimes it could be hard for a client or for a good person that wants to buy a home, and realistically, it's not a good thing, because if they don't have their money in the right order, or if their investment for that home is not in the right order, you know, the realtor's not thinking about that. The realtor is just like, okay, I got you a dream home. I'm happy, you're happy, right? We're happy, but then what's that end goal?
I love that. It's a unique perspective from someone that's not currently, a realtor or anything. Yeah. So I love that, man.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Me? For a new realtor? Be naive.
And for loan officers.
That's a good one.
Be naive, man.
Okay.
And the only reason I can speak on that is because I became really to both. Mm-hmm. Right in the weirdest times ever, and I'm like, huh? Like, what you mean?
Right.
Oh, it's not normal to ask $50,000 over. Like, what? Oh, like a 7.5% interest? That's not normal.
Yes,
but I sold it. Okay, because that's what the market is doing, right?
Absolutely.
So I feel like being naive, like even now that I'm a little bit more seasoned, right, and we're transitioning and I'm building, I always have to check myself constantly. To be like, be naive, Michelle. You're serving your clients, but still be naive. Don't let it like affect the way you educate your realtors or the way you talk to your clients. Because at the end of the day, you're going to talk to your clients with respect and, hardcore love, whether you're new or whether you're seasoned. But like, I feel like sometimes loan officers or realtors get a little bit fixated on like, oh, I've been doing this.
They also judge it as themselves, right?
Yeah.
The realtor may not like that house. No one cares. It's not your house.
It's not your house.
Exactly. Bingo.
Yeah. So you don't want to overjudge it. I would say understand for both sides, loan officer, realtor, you got to understand what the industry is.
Oh, yeah.
The byproduct is the home and the loan. We're in the business of lead generating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's it. So that's the first thing you want to master, lead generate.
That's true.
Because everyone gets so if you're a realtor, I see everyone get so hyper focused about getting all these certifications and getting that sexy little email signature line. Who gives a shit? If you don't have a client to serve, none of that matters.
None of it matters. None
at
of it.
all.
And the cool thing about it is that's part of the reason why I stopped doing real estate. Besides the crash back in 2008. But I stopped it because I noticed that I'm more of a marketing strategist than just the art of real estate.
Right.
I love just helping people.
Right.
I love gathering people. I love creating relationships. So just having that marketing mind that I think I was born with it,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, and this could be off topic, but I used to do music. Back then, from like 2006 to 2015, and I recently stopped because it was just like, okay, music industry's changed, And I just
now you can just go stream it yourself. You don't even need the record label no more.
Exactly. Yeah. And not only that, but like it's just, man, it's weird. I have such an empathetic heart that it doesn't work well with the music industry. And I'm just like, okay, well, let me just go super hard on this finance because that's not gonna work for me. And then when I started going towards the finance world back in 2017, everything switched. Things were happening, right? I wasn't investing in my money in things that wasn't going to come back to me, you know? So yeah, man, I truly love the marketing aspect
of feel that
finance. I really do. Yeah. It's
Let's
cool.
take a shot to that. And I want to ask you about your what investment you would choose.
Yes. Oh, that's a good question.
That's a bonus for everybody. That's not even a spin.
Cheers.
Cheers. Gracias.
All right, man. You've done a lot, seen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I will give the perspective of, all right, single parent, not a lot saved. They see everybody winning on the side. It must be nice.
That was
They only got $2,000 in the bank. What can they do to level up?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. 2,000 saved or 2,000 to spend on bills?
We'll say saved.
Saved?
Yep.
Use that money to fix your credit. And I know it sounds cliche because you're right, but I'm so serious. Use that money to fix your credit. If you have to open up secure credit cards, that right there, your credit, that's like your end all be all.
Yeah.
You know, it's you can retire and still have bad credit.
Yep.
So using that $2,000 to fix your credit and then invest in like a passive income opportunity.
Sure.
You know, for example, like let's say now in this day and age, there's somebody working a 9-to-5 and, you know, he's got bills. He's a single parent. He's got all these things going, but that $2,000, once he fixes his credit, he can go and take out a loan, right?
He's talking about access to capital now.
Bingo. And having access to capital that's the key. That's the true key. Because you can use that access to capital to fix and flip. Yep. You can use it to, and I'm thinking of different passive income ways, fix and flips, online drop ships for product. Like if, let's say, for example, there's a few clients that I have currently. She owns a pet store, an online pet store that we created for her. Yep. And we automated it. Yeah. And she invested and she's seeing
now she's winning.
Move. Yeah. And that's really all it takes is just
I really do agree with that. I think the first piece of the pie is get your credit right in order to get access to your capital. If anyone's ever been in that situation where you need a helping hand, right? And every bank or credit union says, no, sorry, can't give you personal loans. No, sorry. When you have that good credit, banks and credit unions are throwing money at you. Yeah. Like every time I log into American Express, Discover, they're like, would you like this? Would you like this? Would you like this? Right? So you want access to capital. And then on top of that, balance transfer, 0%, right? So if you are juggling some debt, your good credit gives you those opportunities to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yep. And then like you said, if you want to take out a loan to get an opportunity, like fix it, flip, talk to Michelle for DSCR. Boom. A DSCR, by the way, why is not everybody doing this shit? Right? You're talking about, we can't allow you to do it unless your rental makes more money than the mortgage payment. Yeah. What are we talking about?
You know what? I believe like if you knew better, you do better.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's just what you don't know, right?
It's what
you don't know what you don't know.
And
like
have we taken a shot?
I like that. If you know better, you do better.
That's it.
Boom.
Boom. And that's the cool thing about like having access to information, because I think that is I believe that's the turning point from somebody who is struggling with 2,000 savings. Right. They don't have access to information, you know? So if they don't have access to information, I feel like they're just in that spinning, that hamster wheel, if that makes any sense, you know? Just like us. We were all there at one point. We were all young and not knowing. That doesn't mean that a person is dumb, right? No, not at all. It's just, they just don't know. And they think that just working hard, which, you can go the long road. Yeah. It's going to take you a long time. Yeah. But why? Why risk your youth on something that information can be so fruitful.
Can I pause on that? Because I think there's a big misconception. I think there are shortcuts in life, guys. You don't have to fucking do it the hard way.
Preach.
But there's not an easy route either, right? No. Some people just want that fucking easy money, right? The get rich quick bullshit.
Yeah.
You still have to fucking work hard.
You gotta work.
You still gotta work.
Yeah, you gotta work.
But you don't have to do that long path.
No.
Just go here, right?
Yeah. Just, you know.
But I mean, in all fairness, though, like if we're talking about the community that we serve as a whole.
Sure.
A lot of the times, and this is something that I tell, because I'm technically first generation right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I admire everything that my parents did, like
badass,
everything, badass. Because I'm like, man, you had nothing, you had no education here, like no foundation here, and you left your place to come here,
and everyone's doing well.
And then like, so I see where it's like they were so focused on just providing and making sure that their generation had a good life, and now I'm like, now it's our turn
to take advantage of that shit.
Take advantage, because how dare we not, right?
Right.
And like. Tap into what is being provided here, and then allow this next generation to go the shortcut route.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because they laid the foundation.
Correct.
Why recreate the wheel? They already laid that shit out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's already there. Mm-hmm. And
get on path.
I was just about to say that.
I heard it.
Bobby Coco.
He actually met a shot.
Oh shit! Okay,
Bobby shot. All right. Well, that wasn't even the spin. So let's do the last spin, and then we'll take our shot. We'll wrap this bad boy up. This was a good car. We may have to do a part 2.
I'm down.
What does it say?
Nah, spin again.
Oh yeah, same.
My spin's always.
Get
a blue. Oh, you got a green.
This is what I wanted.
Oh God.
I want some toxic traits, guys.
Oh.
I want some toxic traits.
All right, DeJuan, you're gonna have to go first.
I'll go first. Hey.
And he's an 80s baby. We got toxic traits.
Oh yeah. And we ain't afraid to say it either.
We own it, man.
Machismo. You know what? That could be my toxic trait. I think I'm a very masculine person, man. Like I'm pure-hearted, you know. Yeah. But like you remember times that we come from, you too. Like times where we come
You're
from.
You're a 90s baby. She's different.
Yeah, but like she's early 90s.
Don't even go there.
She's like, oh, man, I remember.
So all right, so we were brought up.
Look at it.
Don't worry.
No, but my toxic trait would be sometimes I could be fixated on certain things. I guess the toxic trait would have to be like, too machismo, like you said. Like it's too like, not like when it comes to like it's not like a bad thing, but like for some people it's too much, you know? And like I'm learning that there's balance and I need to balance that out, which is okay, you know? Like I've come a long way. Like I really have. Like I'm not like the crazy, you know, nothing like that, but like I've learned that my toxic trait can be sometimes I don't have patience. You know, and sometimes I do.
Generational. That's the shit I said.
Yeah, maybe it could be, but sometimes I don't. Like, I want things done now versus later, and that's probably why I work hard.
You may be an 80s baby at heart.
Oh, well.
At heart, you know?
You may be an 80s baby
because I'm like hearing you, and I'm just like scratching the head.
Man, we are, and her and I are so fucking similar. She may be an 80s baby.
Yeah.
At heart, for sure.
Well, she does have a mature soul.
She has that fucking go shit, no bullshit excuses.
Bingo. That's my toxic trait.
We can't do it. We don't care.
Yeah, I'm all about, because I'm very empathetic, you know? And my toxic trait is what you just said. Like, Can I
speak for you guys? We're empathetic, but not empathetic to bullshit.
To bullshit. Mm-hmm.
I have no sympathy for it.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Zero.
What would you say yours is?
I've had to, I think we're kind of all on the same boat, honestly, because mine is, I don't have patience. I just don't. I've been like that since. I'm like, oh, you don't want to tell me? Okay, I'm going to go. Like, I remember my first day of real estate. I didn't even know what I was calling an attorney for, but I wasn't going to wait for someone to direct me. I was like, well, I'm just going to get on the phone. And if I sound like a dummy, I sound like a dummy, but I'm going to get the question that I need answered, right?
Yeah.
So I have no patience. And I'm very straightforward.
Yep.
Being in this industry, I've learned how to pull it back and recalibrate my words so that they come off
you mastered it,
a little bit more decent to the people that I'm trying to communicate to. Because it's like the way I'm so heavy on communication. If I'm like, because I used to be such a wild card, and I would just like speak on what my emotions were, and I'm like, the intelligence level has to be like
speak on emotion, right? Man, yeah.
And now I'm like, all right, well, I know what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. But if I'm trying to like relay that message to somebody, I need to make sure I do it in a way where they understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as much as I do have the toxic trait of like, let's go, like even with my kids, I'm like, apurele. I know my son is like, apurele.
He's making fun of you.
Hurry up.
We'll translate that for everybody.
And machismo. We got machismo. I feel like this last 2 years, man, it's just been so much growth in that aspect.
Yeah. I'm gonna call her ass out. Yesterday, she came at me a little aggressive. She didn't rephrase a damn thing with me yesterday.
Stop. You don't know how many times I backspace. I was like,
wait, what happened?
Delete. I was like, type. No, delete.
But you know what? I don't even mind that. I mean, we have that type of relationship. We just keep it fucking real, right? But she didn't polish nothing up with me.
But I don't have to because we get each other.
We do understand each other.
You know, like I don't care. I'm like, I know
when's your
what
birthday?
October 17th. I'm a Libra. You Libra?
I'm a Leo.
He's a Leo.
Leo.
But we click like this.
That's why we're vibing.
Same thing with Aries.
Oh, dude, him. Yeah.
Right away. I was like, no wonder.
Wait, you forgot him.
When's your birthday?
Where's that shot? Bro.
I did special one.
My son's a Scorpio. Man, thank you so much. I'm taking a shot for you, sir.
And while you were talking to JT, she just yelled at me again. She was like, you poured ridiculously. Oh my God. Here we go.
Here we go.
These were soft shots, guys, because I got a third podcast.
You call that soft?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, you're right. That's you called me out on yours.
Oh, that's my cheese
I did. I thought that was the bottom of the cup. I'm like, did you even pour it?
There you go.
All right, now
my shot.
That's how you start your weekend.
Salud. I looked at my cup
that's
like,
dope.
All right. Man, great conversation. I appreciate it. I didn't know we were related to Jarvis and everybody. That's crazy.
Shout out to Jarvis Nichols.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't realize I was born in the 80s, but
let's go.
Man, my sister went to Glenbar North too. Her name's Alicia McAllister. She was a year before you, actually.
I know her too. What the fuck is going on right now?
I think you even had some classes with her.
We got about to have a reunion.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Crazy, you know. But yeah, man,
Can you share your Instagram name and everything? Everybody check you out. If you guys have credit questions, DeJuan is the guy.
We'll plug it right now.
We're going to plug it in.
Plug it in. All right. Instagram is goldenman_23. You have any questions, credit related, funding related, send me a message. I will take great care of you.
Yes.
Beautiful. Do you have anything coming up that we should plug? Any events? Anything new? New products? New hacks?
Know what? You know what? Nothing new yet. I am looking to get booked for on stage like expos, you know. Definitely looking to just get more bookings, you know. I love podcasts. I love this. Think Differently. This is fire. Like, I love this.
We're gonna plan an in-person little buyers seminar for
it.
like credit repair. We still gotta put that on the calendar.
Yeah.
I know this was our first.
Hey,
we were like, let's get this in, but
yeah, like shout out to my wife. I wanted to say that she's the genius behind fixing the credit. Yes, my wife is amazing, which you will meet her.
I know.
You will meet her. I promise. She's the genius behind it all, and she is the reason why I am who I am today.
I love that, man.
Yeah, she saw the
you need
potential.
That partner in crime, man.
You have to have it, and not just anybody. You know, like you got that connection has got to be there, man.
I got some swinging misses, yo. So I get it. I got it.
You and I are like.
That's another foul ball. Foul ball.
Damn.
Notice that they've all been lovely. They've all been lovely.
It's cool. Look. I can tell you right now, it comes when you least expect it, man.
Damn, I'm not even looking, but swing and a miss.
There you go. Yeah, you know, don't.
Good right now.
You focus on, because when I met her, I was like focused. I was like laser focused on me.
Yeah.
Like I had a clean slate. Like plate was like I didn't talk to nobody. Like I was just stupid focused.
Dialed in.
Super dialed in. And
I love that, man.
That's when it happens.
Well, congratulations to you, man. I'm glad we
Thank you for
connected.
being here.
We'll bring Jarvis in here.
Thank you.
We'll bring Alicia in here. Let's do this. I want to talk about some basketball, man.
Oh, basketball.
There's some people that thought they could hoop.
Hey, look, let me know if you need your credit fixed, because
Let's go. We'll do that too.
You can always buy an organization with good credit.
You can.
You really can.
No,
I love
but
that.
what he's trying to say is he's trying to do a match right now. That's what he's calling
Absolutely.
for. He's trying to.
I actually want to do one more of these.
Okay.
If we can before our day is done.
I got another 10 minutes before the next one. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
We got some bonus footage right here,
You're
JT.
I
gonna
got
do
you.
it
I got you.
because I want you to.
Ooh,
que no se cae. I got
shit.
you.
That's
I got
much whiskey
you.
right there.
Smooth.
Why is it? Dale. I got you. I'll hold it.
Thank you.
Dale.
Hey,
He's
let's
learning.
Go. Let's go.
Little by little.
I'm certified.
Oh, hey.
No, we gotta do it again. We already did toxic trait. That means we got more toxic traits that need to come out.
Oh my God.
Folks, we
There
do.
we go.
Pro and nah, I don't.
No, we did that one, right? Yeah,
Something
go
about
a little
that.
slower there.
Craziest thing you saw at a walkthrough. Well, you didn't do a walkthrough.
I got you right here. Hold on. Let me identify it.
Yeah,
I was
gonna say, let's just pick.
You know what though? Because we
It's
just added
been.
some actually.
Okay.
What would you say is your biggest regret in business?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That is a real question, y'all.
I love
what's
that
going on
question.
right
I love that question. I would say my biggest regret in business is not being who I am today years ago.
Sure. Well, hindsight, right?
Big hindsight. And not only that, but like basically like not like investing, man.
Sure.
I was late in the game.
Start now, guys. That's
Please. Especially if you're not in your 30s yet.
You don't need a lot, guys. Just start.
Yeah, and the thing is, I get it. It's scary, you know,
Oh, yeah.
because I didn't know better. You know, it's just I was I had a lot of bills.
Yeah.
I was a single parent,
Yep.
you know, taking care of my son at the time,
Yep.
and I had the money. I was working in corporate. I was doing Blue Cross Blue Shield, you know, and
That's
like
what we have.
there you go. Shout out Blue Cross Blue Shield, right? And you know, I was working downtown for like a few years, and I had the money. I just didn't pull in. I didn't hone in.
pull the trigger.
I didn't pull the trigger. And that, I regret that.
Everyone can relate to that. Everyone's scared. They're like, I don't know if I could risk losing whatever that number is.
Bingo. I'm telling you,
What's
that's
his name? Oh. Sorry.
We'll play that song.
good catch.
That's that parent shit.
Always say that's that
Tell
parenting.
your mom without telling me.
Right, exactly. Oh my God. But that's so
Sorry,
true, man.
go ahead.
That's cool.
You know what?
I'm
This
sorry.
is another toxic trait for me. I don't like to admit I have regrets.
Mm.
Because I feel like, why have a regret? Every failure is a learning opportunity.
You know
right?
what? I'll give you one more toxic trait of mine.
Let's do it.
I'm too cutthroat.
Okay.
I'm a very cutthroat guy.
I'm a softie these days, bro.
It's okay. It works.
Well,
Gone
shit.
soft.
It works.
Gone soft.
I have a little bit.
It's cool. It's the Libra in you. It's
I have
okay. You have a balance.
Yeah.
I'm cutthroat.
Yeah.
I am like I'm a very nice person, but I right to it. Like, yo, we gonna do this? Because if not, you're wasting your time.
Right.
And realistically, let's just be real.
Yeah.
If they need a car, you know, what, my credit is not, but I'll be all right. No, you won't. You're gonna need a new car. You're gonna need a new house.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a new apartment. If you don't move forward with that, the end goal is devastating. Being denied, and then you got to go into hotels. Then you're paying all this money for hotels, right? I'm just going
Or
down the
asking
line of
for
denial.
cosigners, man.
Bingo.
Can I say something mean?
Go
Please.
for it.
Fuck.
No, go for
I
it.
feel like you set me up a
We
little
think
bit.
differently.
We do think differently.
Let's do it.
If you have to buy a car and bring in documentation, either your credit ain't strong enough.
Bingo. That's a hit.
You know that I remember one time I bought a car.
That's
all they
it?
did was pull my credit, and I was like, "That's it."
That's
Swear
it.
to God.
I had to put money down.
But before, prior to that experience, because I used to work in the dealership, right? And I bought a car prior to that when I was like my first car, 18. Show me your pay stubs, show me your W-2s, and I'm like going through all these loops and hoops, and then my credit wasn't as strong because I had like fresh new credit.
You
And,
go through phases.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't think about that.
Throw that out there, guys. If you have to prove your shit to get a car,
But no,
you're not strong enough
Hold
yet.
on, let's take it back because when you buy a house, you have
Credit-wise.
to prove your stuff.
Oh, we're talking about a car.
Yeah.
Talking about a car.
No,
When you buy
car
a
is
house.
different. House-wise, you better prove your
better
income.
prove it.
Yeah,
Or work with Michelle because we'll figure this shit out.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about a car specifically. If you got to go out of your way to get that car, your credit is not strong enough.
Absolutely not. And the crazy thing about it is that denial of like that feeling of being denied. Like we all been there. I felt it. You know, it's like, damn, like how can I get there? And that is when they call us to say, hey, DeJuan, I'm ready to fix my credit. Boom. Oh, by the way, it only takes 120 days or less. And if your credit is not fixed by then, we give your money right back to you. We do not hold on to money.
Can you guys do your event? I'll tell you what, I'll come through to that event and I'll talk about everything that I did to generate my wealth initially.
I was gonna say, is there like a two-way, like a segue that we can add to that?
Because I will tell you literally all my little steps that I did. Because I was broke at some point too. Single mom, all that good shit.
Yeah.
We had to work our way up. I'll tell everyone what I did.
Real.
I've never done that.
No?
Go for it,
not once.
Because there's people like us.
I'm there. I'm there, man.
All right, we'll plan that out.
All right.
Okay.
But
Right, that's an episode.
Let's go. Thank